You ready, Jane?
I'm ready.
Okay. 응답하라 여친.
Go to the in to the 시.
Back to the 경 to the Jew. Am I adding an extra thing that you don't?
Think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
Whatever. I'm getting into the groove. Okay, so
Are we doing a get ready with me?
listen. Look at me. Look
you
at you.
Great.
Look at me. Look at you. Is there a song?
Look at me. Look at you.
This is sans makeup.
I
Nothing.
love it.
Gross.
No, I love that you feel comfortable to just come as you
Yes.
are.
Well,
me.
to you. And well, actually, you're right. I say this all the time. I usually don't even wear makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And
You don't really need to. Like your skin,
said the woman looking gloriously glowy in makeup.
I am wearing makeup. I have the concealer on. I've got everything on right now.
You look good. Always. You know what? You are like those. It's funny. Not funny. Haha. But funny. Like if you were in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
I would bet money you would be an anchor woman there too.
Oh,
I mean, you were an anchor woman.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I would have to be like 30 pounds
Shut up.
lighter, get a boob job.
You look, no, shut up. You look, the day that I met you, the day I came across you, you look like an anchor woman. You were born as an anchor baby. When you were born, you were like, hello, Seattle. you have the presence of like in Korea. You have a ready to go face. You have a camera ready face.
I don't know about that.
I do not. And I came from playing tennis, gross AF, sweaty and ew, and I didn't.
But look at the turnaround. I would never be able to do this in like what you did it in 1 minute, less than a minute.
I literally came in here and I told our producer, turn around, don't look at me, my nipples.
Yeah.
No, but you always look ready. I've never seen you not ready.
For me, it's built in, and it might have been because of the years on camera, because I always just had to be camera ready. There was
when you grew up, did you want to be an anchor woman?
No, I didn't really like talking to people. You know, it gave me a lot of anxiety. Even when I was in grad school, studying journalism, I went to my professor during office hours and I said, because we were going to start our reporting unit, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to people. Like, I don't know how to do this.
What did you think you were going to do in journalism?
I mean, that's a good question. I like telling stories, but I didn't know. I guess in my mind, I didn't factor in, I'm just going to go walk up to somebody, or I'm just going to go knock on a door and say, hi, and give this whole spiel. Like, do you want to talk to me? Like, how do you get people to talk to you on the fly? That was very hard. That was a skill that I had to.
But you knew that you were. Wait, so did you enjoy writing a lot?
I did enjoy writing.
Okay, so that was your
when you have to go get it, it's like you got to go get the story. You have to ask.
I just figured you always wanted to be an anchor woman. You have an anchor, such a polished personality.
You know, actually, my best friend always wanted to be an anchor. She's not now, and it's ironic that I went into that field. But when we were growing up, like my dream job was like cake decorating.
Really?
Yeah. Or owning a flower shop. Like really not interacting.
You know why?
With a lot of people.
No. Because you're good at everything. You're that person.
No.
Yes, you are. Do people hate you secretly?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a yes. You do know. No. Okay, and this is not the first time you said something like that. Okay, so like the way you stumbled onto TikTok, you had even no idea, and there was someone else already doing TikToks. And you blew up on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And then it parallels with the story about you didn't even have intentions to be an anchor woman, but you stole someone else's dream. You're a dream stealer, Jane.
I didn't steal her dream. I did not. But it was something that I came into later in life.
You're good at everything.
No,
yes.
I'm not. Parenting.
You rock parenting. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, you're the most wholesome.
This week.
You're the most wholesome creator on TikTok about parenting.
No. My kids. You know, it's summer. It's the first week of summer. I'm not sure when this is gonna air, but for us, this was like the second week of summer. So we're still getting into the swing of things. But the first week was very stressful. I was managing camps, and then we were getting ready
transitioning.
The transition was
getting
so
all
hard.
your ducks in a row.
Yes, and my kids, they could feel that. And so they were periodically throughout the day, if they would see me in the house, they would just say, hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. And I would say, hi, hi. And then my son asks me, do you know why she keeps, my 7-year-old, do you know why she keeps saying hi, mommy? And I said, why? And he said, she wants to see how you respond.
Yeah. Feel
based
the
on
temperature.
your
눈치.
tone. Yeah, it's the Korean nunchi thing, which, how would
Did
you
we talk
describe
about
nunchi?
this?
I don't think we just.
눈치. So literal translation, nun is eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Chi is like, I think feel.
Uh-huh.
Like feel
Okay.
of, almost like, you know, you got to know the chi.
Sure.
Right.
Is it similar to Chinese concept of chi, like energy?
Actually, I put that out there, but I have no fucking clue. I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. It must be the chi. But our language does come from Chinese roots a lot.
Yes.
So
a lot of
it would make sense. I'm gonna Google it afterwards. But the reading the room with the eyes. Or like feeling the room.
Yes, feeling the room, reading the room. That's very, very
There's
good.
no English
There's no
equivalent.
other. I mean, growing up, I used to think it was similar to tact or being, but that doesn't really.
I think
it
the
doesn't fully
closest
encompass.
is reading the room.
Okay, yeah, reading the room, which also is that's an idiom. Like that's also an American concept.
Yes.
So anyhow, my kids had nunchi. And they said, well, we just keep saying hi because we want to hear your tone and see how stressed you are. And I was like,
and does that make you, how does that make you feel?
It did not make me feel good.
I know.
It didn't make me feel good because I can't, how I am is how I am. If I'm moving through the day stressed, the fact that my kids are so aware of it, that didn't make me feel good. Because I'm like, now I have to control how I'm acting.
But you know what, Jane? You're fucking human.
Yes.
You have shit to get done. It is stressful.
Yes.
And actually, if you think about it, if the kids are constantly being nurtured in every second of the day, that everything is perfectly smooth, that's not reality.
No, it really isn't.
And that will not prepare them for the actual real world, which is a total shit show where you have no control whatsoever.
Sure.
So you should not feel bad.
Sure.
It's a great thing that they have nunchi. So often we deal with people who have no awareness outside of themselves.
Yeah.
So if anything, you should just turn it up, be like, 입닥쳐! I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Your children are like the sweetest things ever. Totally kidding. But you shouldn't feel bad because, of course, you're going to still feel bad anyway because mom guilt is ingrained in us. My kids do the same thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Theirs is different.
Uh-huh.
They're like, love you, mommy. Like Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Love you, mommy.
Is this like preemptively?
Yes. Preemptively, like, mom, can I give you a hug? And I feel it's very manipulative.
It's so manipulative.
Yeah.
But did you not do the same thing? I did that.
You did that to your parents?
I did that to my parents.
Oh.
Like when my dad would come home from work and we had been like fooling around all day.
I hope you're in a good mood.
In a good mood, yeah.
I just ran the other way from my parents. They were always mad. And I was like, just don't say anything.
I would hate for my kids to say that about.
Exactly. But that's not what we have.
No.
We have children who constantly let us know how they're feeling every second of the fucking day.
Right.
You're like, can you not? We love it. Sure. Anyways, I have to tell you about my sun stash. Do you see it?
Yeah, faintly. I see it. It's
You
not
told me a
as bad.
second ago you didn't see it. You're a liar.
Now I'm looking at it. But when you were standing over there and you're just, saying, I don't have any makeup on, I was like, I can't tell.
Okay. Now you can tell. Ew. So the scientific biological
I'm
term
going to
is
silence my phone.
melasma.
Melasma. Uh-huh.
Which sounds way more like ominous.
Malignant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have heard of it. And it's like discoloration, hyperpigmentation.
Jane, I've never heard of it.
Oh, you've never? So I don't know how. I didn't know that it could just appear like that. I thought it's something that a skin condition that can be exacerbated by hormones.
Look at me.
Or
I look like a man.
What causes it? I mean, did you self-diagnose?
Yeah. Well, no. Here's what happened. Okay. I legit thought I had hairs growing.
Okay.
I thought I was legit growing a
And
stash.
you don't have hair.
And then I went to pick at it, and there's nothing to grab. And then I was like, what is this? It's a shadow. And then I was like, shadow mustache on women? And it popped up melasma. And it's pigmentation. It can be hormones. It is probably hormones. It can be, but also being in the sun, those areas pick up more. And anyways, why? This is God's curse. Why would God do this to us? Why right here? Does that even make sense? Why don't you give me
there.
eyebrow shadow?
Right
Yeah, why don't you give me an eyeliner? Why would it happen right here? This,
I hear
we're
you.
being punished.
Yeah. Or can it just be like contour right here? Just like,
yeah. Why would I get a stash? Anyways, which brings me up to another point. I did not have time to do makeup today, so I'm going to show you how I do my makeup.
Sure. I would love to watch.
I've been criticized about it.
By whom?
So I told this girl, and I think that you're this type of girl. Not in a bad way, but listen. I preface this with
I don't
love.
criticize anybody for their makeup.
No. Well, okay. It was like this. So I told this girl, oh my God, like I told you, I have horrible time management. And I was getting here, and I knew I was going to be like, fuck. And I'm like, I got to do my makeup in the car. And this girl was like, I could never. Have you ever done makeup in your car?
Of course.
Oh, well, you know what? I should have expected. You're
makeup
pro.
in the car all the time.
Yeah. You're
Maybe
right.
not when I'm driving.
Right.
But when I was a reporter,
I do it in between
passenger
red
seat.
lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Red lights. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just like, so.
It's a whole thing. Women do it.
So I don't have a brush. I just use my fingers.
It's the best tool.
And I just like, okay, now I'm gonna get rid of the stash, and I just rub it. And so somebody saw me do this, and they're like, "This is how you do makeup? You're a barbarian."
In a joking way.
No.
In a judgy way.
You know, I think, you know what? I don't even think judgy. What do you call that? Honesty. I didn't mind it. I was like, they were so shocked.
They were
someone, and I'm like, you know what? I have that effect on people. So see, I can tell you're shocked right now.
I'm not shocked.
Are you not really? You're kind of like,
I feel
there is some kind of fear in your eyes.
I feel this is very on brand for you.
This is very on brand for me. Look at that.
And I love it.
Yeah.
It's just who you are. You don't fuss about that.
I don't. And I just
look at that. That's amazing application.
I don't even look at it. I'm such an ajumma right now.
I love it.
Can you believe that? Anyways, I wanted to show you this.
But look at your fabulous nails and your eyelashes.
This is what you were talking about.
Yes.
I do invest
high maintenance
in the
to be low
things
maintenance.
Yes. So I know I'll look like shit, but if I invest money in few key things, it can be a distraction.
Exactly. It's efficient, for efficiency.
For lack of a better term. Anyways, so.
Well, you have been spending a lot of time outdoors. This summer. Yeah.
That I had no what, but my thing is this: why do I only find these shit out like after I deal with it? You know, like for example, I bet you never dealt with this. I feel like I get a lot of these like rare things. When I was pregnant, I had a rash on my belly.
I had that. What did you call it? What is it? Was it
There's
pups?
a term.
Pups?
Yeah.
I had that.
But it was so I would cry.
I cried too.
I would cry.
This is what we have in common. I cried because I thought this is going to be the norm forever.
Yeah.
Like
it came
it's
on
very depressing.
And it was like so itchy.
So itchy.
I would sit in the bathtub in the oatmeal Really? You
yes,
had that? I've never met
that.
another woman that has that.
It's actually pretty common because my friend had. So with my first pregnancy, I didn't get that until postpartum.
Whoa.
And then when I was pregnant with my second, it came on like second trimester.
What causes it? Is it? I think
it's hormones again.
And stretching of skin so suddenly.
Stretching of skin for sure. But I don't know why I got it, like why I got that postpartum. You know, some people said it's all the Pitocin and the painkiller, the drugs, the morphine kind of coming out of your system. But I don't know because it was weeks after postpartum.
I thought it was the stretching of the skin suddenly that it puts stresses on your skin. You had it.
I had it, and it was like hives. I would cry in the bathroom because it was so itchy.
was
There
so
was
itchy.
no relief.
And
There
I
was no
wanted to
relief.
scratch it so bad. Instead, I
Mhm.
kept tapping my stomach. It was
Oh.
so bad.
It was really bad.
That
It was
is
really bad.
wild that we have this connection.
Mhm.
I've never
And
met another woman that has it.
the OB didn't believe me.
Oh,
She's like, there's not, I
no.
don't really, you know how frustrating it is when a medical professional says, I haven't really heard of that, or I'm like, please, I'm
Wow.
like, this is torturous. What is this? And what can you do? And she's like, well, if you'd like, I can prescribe you a steroid cream. And I didn't know. I was a first-time mom and I'm
Ah.
breastfeeding, and I'm like, no, I just
That
had
didn't sound
I had
good.
Googled my
Yeah.
friend, and then first time mommy group, Facebook group.
Yeah.
And it seemed like I wasn't the only one. That was probably the one place of validation where I could see like real people in
Yeah.
relatively real time experiencing something similar. And really there was nothing to do about it than to just wait for it to pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
That's
had
the
that.
Wait
It was
for
so
it to
painful.
pass. Oh, I can't.
But I mean, the all the things women, we just go through a lot, and it's like, and
Men don't have shit on
no,
us.
no, because they don't go through the bodily changes except for adolescence, right?
Yeah.
Like we go through like 9 lives.
Oh, I remember when my husband, and I feel now looking back, I was such an asshole. He had to get a test, some kind of test where they didn't know what was. Oh, he was peeing blood.
Oh,
Yeah. So they were like,
sounds serious.
He's going to hate that I'm sharing this story. You know what? I've done it on stage. He'll be fine. So they stuck a tube up his penis.
Mhm. Ugh.
And he was like, I have PTSD from this experience. I was like, well, imagine having a human head come out of your vagina.
I mean, you're talking
You're
about
talking
like,
about a little tube? Oh,
And-
oh, poor man. Oh, no. I'm such a bitch.
proportionately,
Yeah.
that little tube going through
I
your
know.
little pee
I
hole
could not help
versus
myself. I was
a
like,
child's
it's
head.
a straw. Like, it's like one of those thin, like,
like
if
a thin
that.
straw.
If
If that,
fucking
it's,
that.
No.
And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I would cry for you, but my vajayjay tore up. I had like stitching.
Mhm.
That I was like,
And
nobody
then you
told
had
me.
the residents if you gave birth at a teaching hospital. It's like a whole class right there
bitch,
between
no,
your
not-
legs.
That's a no
like,
for me.
You see this right here?
You didn't
So
have that
goes-
happen
I
to you?
did. It
It
was like 3 or
Why
4
did you
people.
agree to that? I would never. I am not your case study, bitch. Back the shit up.
Do you,
you know?
like, are you able to agree? I didn't even.
You know what?
No,
I've
it's like they're
had
just like-
actually. You're right. I've
yeah.
had people in like regular appointments be like, "Can she come along?" And I'm like, "Sure," but
They're
I
just
don't.
already in the room with you. They
Yeah.
just introduced you. Like she's going to be
That's
joining
so
us
manipulative. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's so manipulative. The person's already inside. What are you gonna
Today. What are you gonna
uninvite
do?
them?
Right?
It puts you.
And there's
and we're
already
Asian,
a
and we're so-
power dynamic
Yes.
between provider and patient.
That's not fair. You should be able to like say that comfortably.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, that's why they give you that fine print, like patient's bill of
Who
rights.
reads that?
Right?
Nobody. We don't have
Nobody.
shift time
But-
for shit like that.
But
No.
you could say, I'm sure I could say, like, actually.
You know what? I should have like, no. That's a no for me, brah. We should do that. Hilarious.
Close your legs.
Close your legs to married men. Sorry, that's Nene from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You don't know that bit, huh?
I probably, it's been so long since I watched.
Oh, that
whole
was
series.
iconic. Close your legs to married men. I love that line. Yeah, I think we can close this episode with my one layer done of makeup. Are we good?
We're good.
Do I look good? Would you tell me the truth if I didn't?
I would.
Did he just snort? We have a producer who will snort at, which is totally my language. You know I love to snort in unison as well. So, okay. Yeah, we got this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening, please write to us. We would love your feedback.
We'd like to know what kinds of rare things you have come into.
Melasma.
Bodily, facial things.
Yes,
that
I
you're
want to know
dealing with.
beforehand.
Yeah.
I want to get into this topic before I get stuck
Right,
with the
right.
sun stack, which apparently is incredibly hard to get rid of.
So you were very offended that nobody told you about
Exactly.
this.
I
So
was done
we want to
dirty.
know what other things.
Yes,
You know.
audience, I was done
Yes.
dirty by you. What a way to engage with your fan base. You did me dirty. Okay, I'll stop talking. That's good.
All right, until next time, reply.
YC. Bye.